Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of two live broadcasts. Tonight, we have a special session of boot camp. And then tomorrow, for the next 3 days, I'm going to spend time with entrepreneurs who have aspirations to go to the top of their company in the next 90 days. Now, have you ever wondered how some people rise to the top of your company fast? Like they join your business and in the first 30 or 60 days, boom, they're right at the top of the company, or maybe they do it in the first 30 days. Well, they know things that you don't know, and they will never talk about them. When I started my network marketing career back in 1995, I didn't learn this information until until 2.5 years later. And it wasn't volunteered to me. Now, when you know what the top earners in your business know, and then do what they do, you will become a top earner in your business too. And in many cases, you'll do it faster than they did, because when they were building their business over the last 20, 25 years, they didn't have access to Facebook, didn't have access to LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, LinkedIn has only really been a phenomenal tool for everybody in network marketing in the last 4 years. The top earners in your business don't share this information for a number of reasons. But when you apply this information to your prospecting and recruiting daily activity, you will become a top earner much faster. Now, for those of you who have aspirations to be a top earner, but you doubt whether or not it's possible for you, maybe you've been in 3 or 4 companies. Tonight, in this special session of boot camp, we're going to devote a whole session to helping you learn what the top earners in your business do, show you what to do so that you can become one faster. But we only have an hour and a half. And over the next 3 days, starting tomorrow, we're going to dive into what it takes to really become a top earner. You know, we gave everybody that's in boot camp a complimentary copy of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. It was the first book that I read when I got into network marketing. As a matter of fact, my first week in the business, I was sitting in a Denny's restaurant near the Palm Beach airport reading Think and Grow Rich when a young kid walks in, 19-year-old Alan Pariser, who was building, at the time, I believe he just was in Mallorca. Previously, he had been in New Skin. He saw me reading the book. He came over, tried to pitch me on his company. I was trying to pitch him on mine. We ended up having hotel meetings at the same Embassy Suites around the corner from the restaurant. He's a good friend, and over the last few years, I've actually coached him and members of his team on how to build a business on Facebook and LinkedIn. Well, let's go back to Think and Grow Rich, because this book has changed the lives of so many people, which is the reason that we're giving away a free copy. Number one, achievement starts with a burning desire. In other words, how bad do you want to be successful? What obstacles are you willing to overcome to achieve your goal? 2, start now with what you have and find better tools along the way. The start is critical. 3, show the world what you will do instead of telling them. 4, happiness is found in doing, not possessing. 5, persistence will beat every failure. 6, weak desire brings weak results. 7, 99% quit from temporary defeat. 8, you're not paid for what you know. You're paid for what you do with what you know. 9, continuously pursue knowledge. And 10, failure is always temporary. So for those of you that are participating in our October boot camp, I sent out an email this morning with some information for you to participate in our 90-day boot camp challenge, where you will continue to work with me November, December, and January through what will be the hottest months of the year to build your business. Don't let anybody tell you your business slows down over the holidays. It only slows down when you do. As a matter of fact, when I was building a network marketing business, starting the day after Christmas, I enrolled 5 people every day, 4 days in a row. And I was on my way to going for 30, but I was in a new relationship, and my girlfriend said, hey, come on, it's the holidays. If your company isn't going to be impressed that you did 20 people after Christmas, the hell with them. Well, I was going for 30, but I stopped at 20. And I went to our next company event in Dallas 3 weeks later. I was a top recruiter for the month. And I get there and I expected some kind of edification, some kind of, hey, congratulations, Max, how did you do it? But that never happened. Instead, and not that I was looking for recognition, but I felt that if more people knew what I was doing, more people could be successful. Instead, they bring a guy up on stage who in the first 2.5 weeks of January brought 250 people in his business. And I'm going, what the hell was that all about? How did he do that? I went up to the CEO. I said, is that supposed to be motivating? How did he do it? Nobody would tell me. So I ended up stalking this guy, caught him, I think the third night of the weekend in a hotel bar. I bought him a couple of drinks and I got his story. And when I learned who he was and what he had done, it changed my entire network marketing career. He had been in 4 network marketing companies over 10 years. And when he went from company A to company B to company C to company D, and now into our company, he brought people with him from the other companies he was in. Now you could say, well, that's not duplicatable. I mean, he was in the business for 10 years. He knew all of these people. I can't do that. I don't have 10 years to invest. But the truth is you can do it. You do it by bringing people like him into your business. So you bring in a couple of experienced, unhappy network marketers in the business they're in, and your business goes to the top. In 18 months, I went from 350 people to 7,000. And I was on my way to becoming not only the top recruiter in the company, but probably if we could sustain it, I mean, I had things planned to bring all kinds of people into, I could have been the biggest distributor in that company. But in August, the company flew in all of the people at the top level to tell us, change. We're now going to become a part of prepaid legal, change the whole nature of our business. Companies merge, companies absorb other companies. And that launched me on the career that I'm on. That's the ringtone on my phone. You want to talk about attraction marketing? What does your ringtone sound like? Now, there are 10 secrets that network marketing top earners know, but you don't. Originally, I shared this information in a big event once a year that evolved into twice a year. And ever since 2017, when we released our 90-day game plan, we've been doing it once a quarter. So tomorrow we start our fall top earner retreat. And what we're going to do tomorrow, for those of you that have been in other retreats, is we're going to share with you all of the special strategies, the special scripts that you can be using during the fall and into the holiday season with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's Eve. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. For those of you that are in boot camp, you're aware that LinkedIn has made some significant changes in the last 2 weeks. And we're going to help you understand them and help you take advantage of them. Now, this information will have an explosive effect on the growth of your business. These secrets helped Francisco build a team of 72,000 people in 20 months. I'm going to share with you a little bit about how we did it. Sheldon Miller was building a Manatech business, brand new to social media. He was actually the first person I ever coached. He meets a network marketer in a company called C Silver. The company was experiencing all kinds of difficulty. They had just been fined by the Federal Trade Commission. She joined his business, and during the month of December, she brought 3,500 people into his business. The company she was in actually closed, I think, January 3rd. But Sheldon became the top recruiter, top business builder for the month, December, and then January. Cindy added 33,000 people to her business in 3 months. Now, she had been friendly with a network marketer in another company. As a matter of fact, he always thought he was going to recruit her into his business. She obviously was trying to recruit him into her business. But the thing that connected them was their mutual passion for horses. She owned a horse, Roger owned a horse. So they would hook up every couple of days and talk horse shop. And after about 8 months of this relationship, Roger's company changed the comp plan. Roger's check was reduced from $2,000 a month to $700. And when he got his check, he reached out to Cindy and joined our business. Now, Roger was an area coordinator, a little guy, but Roger knew all the top people in his company. So Roger turned us on to one of the top earners, a regional vice president, and how I connected with this guy and what I said and what I did that brought him into our business is the subject of our fall retreat that starts tomorrow. All of the sessions are recorded. So if you can't attend, you can watch them later at your own convenience. And in our book, How Network Marketers Catch Whales, People with Large Circles of Influence, we're going to show you exactly how you could find whales. So let me go over the 10 secrets, and then we're going to open up the chat. We'll answer your questions. So let me help you understand. Whales are people with large circles of influence. And in our book, we break whales down into 3 categories. You have what we call insider whales, which is the best category. These are people that have network marketing experience. They've been in a company or two, and they're looking for new business. And when you bring a whale that's an insider whale into your business grows fast, which is what Francisco did, because they bring members of their team. They also bring in other whales. The other group of whales we call outsider whales. And these are people that have large circles of influence. They could be president of an association. They could be school principals, but they have no network marketing experience whatsoever. And the third group we call orphans, because the person that brought them into the business is no longer in the business. They got nobody to work with. So before I open this up to everybody, let me go through the 10 secrets. First, every month, 200 network marketing companies close, fail to launch, or make unpopular changes that drive people from the company. 2, every month, 300 new companies are launched, but 93% of them will fail within 5 years, adding to the growing number 1. 3, network marketing companies actively recruit top earners or whales from other companies. Actively recruit, or for all kinds of deals. And a lot of companies will, oh, we don't do that. No. We don't do that. You come in, you start at the bottom, you work your way up. Not true. As a matter of fact, over the years, I've actually helped a number of top earners negotiate deals with companies. 4, successful networks will leave a good company and move to another company. Has nothing to do with the company. What it has to do with is their particular circumstance. Something has changed that has them convinced that they could do better in another company than to continue to build the company they're in. And when they leave, they say nice things about the company. Hey, we love this company. We love all of you, but we're moving on to something else. And all kinds of people follow them. 5, successful networks will leave a failing company and move to another one with their team. If the company stops paying you, your team members rely on those monthly checks. They leave, they find another company, and something amazing happens. When you go to another company and in the first month, you bring in a whole bunch of people. That comes to the attention of the company. Companies love edifying success stories. And it builds. 6, 85% of the top earners in a company have been in more than one company during their career. You doubt it? Just reach out to the top earners in your company and get their story. And it's important that you get the story of the top earners, especially if you aspire to be a top earner too. 7, people usually make more money in their second or third company than they did in their first one. I was told when I got into my business that fact. Oh, you're not going to make money in your first company. You'll make it in your second or your third. And I told my sponsor and I told everybody that I talked to, nope, I'm going to do it in the first one. And I was on my way to doing it. And then they sold the company out from under me. 8, when you bring top earners or whales into your business grows much faster. It's almost self-evident, isn't it? 9 and 10 are the most important things in these 10 secrets because it can drive you to achieve top earner status faster. 9, help is available to you to recruit a top earner. Even if you're an orphan. And 10, anyone at any level of experience in network marketing can recruit top earners. It's all a matter of positioning. It's all a matter of knowing what to say. Every month, companies close, merge with other companies, fail to launch. And this creates a pool of distributors that want to leave and join another company. And bringing whales into your business is not as hard as you think. But you're not going to go out and connect with a whale, strike up a conversation, and bring them into the business. Network marketing is a relationship business. So Tom has a conversation and Mohammed has a conversation. So we're going to take a look at those. Let me pop over here And again, tonight in boot camp, we have an extra session. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the daily routine of top earners, the things that you have to do if you want to be successful. You want to do what the top earners are doing. And you can do that by positioning yourself as someone successful. Again, we gave everybody a free download for Think and Grow Rich. Now, I've opened up registration for the November boot camp. So for those of you that are watching, when you register for the November boot camp, which doesn't start until November 8th, you're going to be able to pop over here and watch the recorded sessions for the October boot camp. So you can start right away. However, we also send out an email you go to www.maxsteingart.com/90-day challenge. You can, starts on November the 3rd. You can participate in the November boot camp, December boot camp, and January boot camp, all for the low price of $59 a boot camp. And you can pick up our scripts for social networks. This is the anthology of scripts. It's much, much larger, much more inclusive than the scripts book we used in boot camp. Okay? And during the retreat, you're going to get our top earners 90-day game plan, which will step you through the process of building a team. It's 4 steps, but it's not create, connect, communicate, and close. You break 90 days into 3 30-day cycles. 4 steps: preparation, pre-launch, launch, and event. What you're going to do with every person that you bring into the business, you got to get them prepared. And we're going to cover this information on Saturday. Preparation, pre-launch, launch, and event. During the retreat, on Friday, we're going to dive into these 10 secrets. We're going to devote a whole hour to it. How to connect with whales. We're going to go over the 4 ways that people make money online and how you can bring people from any of these categories into your business. You also have trainings from $18 million earners that participated in previous boot camps that shared their own individual stories and successes. Then on Saturday, we're going to spend a good bit of time on how you set up $1 million mindset so that you move forward with confidence, knowing that you too, no matter where you are in your business, you can be successful. We all put our pants on the same way, whether you're $1 million earner or you're just getting started in the business. Secrets to closing more sales in less time. We've got live texting tactics that produce immediate results, and we're going to provide you with tactics that will explode your business in November, December, and January, exclusively for that time. And then the first 2 steps of the 90-day game plan, the second 2 steps. And then on Sunday, all of the sessions start at 10 o'clock East Coast time. How to win over people that are more successful than you, how to separate the real deal from the scam, how to manage and stimulate your business, and finally, the importance of systems and duplication. And then we help you devise a plan of action. Now, I'm going to pop over here and I want to bring up Francisco. Now, Francisco has been a student of mine for 22 years. We started working together years ago when he was building a prepaid legal business. And he was very successful. In fact, he was making enough money so that he could actually afford to live well when he got married and he's growing his family. Whoops. Now, we keep in touch on a regular basis. So let me come back to December 12th. Now, he'd gotten into his business in July of 2020. First week, he enrolled 20 people. How do you do that? How do you enroll 20 people in a week? Well, he had a lot of connections. He'd been on Facebook for a long time, been on LinkedIn for a long time. You are all connected to people. In boot camp, we gave you strategy on how to restart conversations with people maybe you haven't talked to in years. In November, he enrolled 2 whales, network marketers in other companies. The 2 whales were partners. Together, they were making $1 million in their business. What motivated them to talk to Francisco, what they talked about, and what Francisco did to convince them that he was the guy. We're going to be talking about it tonight during our final boot camp session, but again, a major component of the retreat. So he brought 2 whales in November. They brought in members of their teams, which we expect. And then they brought in 3 other whales who are bringing members of their teams, and everyone's excited because they're using the same scripts, the same strategies that you're using, and everybody's having great results. He closed out 2020 with 5 whales and a team of 200 motivated reps. March of 2021, those 5 whales became 10. Everybody's exciting. They're bringing team members over and everything is working. And his confidence has increased. The more people you talk to, the more results you have every time. We're using the same scripts. We're saying the same things. We continue to talk to the people that are proving to be worth talking to, and we stop talking to the people that don't. His business was on fire. May, my 10 whales have grown to 16. All my leaders and their teams can't get over how effective your strategies and scripts have been. What are they doing? They're just bringing people into the business. They're telling them, hey, change your picture, watch what happens. Your basic system hasn't really changed since the AOL days. Only now we got more people to talk to, and we know much more about them. All of his leaders love him. Love him. Because he's teaching them what I taught him. Now we go to June. 200 people in November, 2,000 people 6 months later, with 16 experienced network marketers. Now we go to September. 2,000 people are now 6,000 people because it duplicates. The people that you're bringing into the business are telling their friends. And the number of whales went from 16 to 20. September. From June to September, 6,000 people. Now we fast forward to December. At the beginning of December, those 6,000 people had grown to 14,000 people, has 30 whales. And I was predicting that he'd hit 20 because his team was growing at the rate of 3,000 people a week. But he closed out the year with 17,000 people. So in 1 year, he went from 200 people to 17,000 because of duplication. People loved the products, they were telling their friends. Well, 17,000 people at the end of the year. 1 month later, January, 17,000 people becomes 38,000. It more than doubled. And everybody is experiencing results. And he started it. Now they're teaching their people the 90-day game plan. Well, that was February, 38,000 people. Let's fast forward to June. 38,000 people, now he's at 52. And he just got off the phone with a major networker, had a disagreement with the company owners and master distributor over money. So this major guy with a team of over 600,000 people is looking around for another company. And how Francisco developed that relationship. And frankly, how he brought this guy into the business, because in August, he said, hey, I now have 72,000 team members, and the whale with 600,000 people is joining my business this month. He is living the network marketing dream that everyone that's listening to my voice can be listening or can be achieving. So that was August. Sent me this at the end of August. My company started a recruiting contest at the beginning of August. I was so busy enrolling the top earner from another company with a team of 600,000 people, I had no time to do any personal recruiting until this week. Last week of the month, in the last 7 days, your strategies and scripts have enabled me to enroll 25 people. Now you're all headed down the same road. You all have the opportunity to do this. I'm going to provide you with the how. And all you have to do is follow the scripts and do what we share with you to do. And you're all looking at similar results. Now, everybody moves through this process at their own pace. So let me come down here. And by the way, during this retreat, we're going to be talking about 4 network marketing companies that are experiencing severe financial difficulties. One of them is in bankruptcy. The other 3 are on the verge of bankruptcy. Leaders are leaving these companies. And I just got this message that one of my students is enrolling someone today. I can't wait to hear it. Probably share it with everybody tonight. So Tom is talking to Jason. Let's go over to your network for just a moment. And so, Tom, you still have the old program. They've changed this, and they're rolling it out throughout LinkedIn. So let's take a look at Jason. You know, the wonderful thing about social media is that you have the opportunity, you save everything. You don't need to worry about your memory. Okay. Now you're looking for somebody that has a need. It's wonderful being surrounded by inspiring people. And he looks to me like he just started working with this company. He was a restaurant manager. So he's been in the hotel field since 2017, since 2007. General manager, operations manager, hotel manager, general manager, food and beverage services manager. That's a step down from being a general manager. Restaurant manager, again, that's a step down from being a general manager. And ACM. What's an ACM? But he just got a job. His salary is exactly the same. Okay, so he went through some personal tragedies. And his salary is the same. And he just started a job. He's not there. It's a waste of your time to try to show him your business. Instead, what you're going to do is you're going to maintain the relationship, because in 30 days, you know, Jason, how are things at the new job? How do you like it? Okay. But what is an ACM? So you come back here, you know, hey, congratulations on landing a new job. What do you do there? What is an ACM? And stay in touch with the guy on occasions, because again, he may not appreciate, he may not like the job, but at least he's working. Your job is to connect with people that you would enjoy working with, that have the talent and the experience to be very successful, but they have an obvious need. You have so many people to talk to. Why talk to people that don't? All right, so now we're going to come over here. And look at all the people that Mohammed's talking to. So she had gotten into network one. I did Beachbody for a year and I just got tired of it. Okay. So let's see what you propose saying to her. So the more I talk to you, the more I realize that we share the same passion. Now, what you want to say, the more I talk to you, the more I realize how much we have in common. Now, you say the same reasons you mentioned, you have to listen. Okay, you have to go back. What did she say? What did she like doing? Now, do we know how long did you work for them? When did she work for Beachbody? How long ago did you work for Beachbody? You like helping others and you like making money. So, thanks to LinkedIn and Facebook, you don't have to chase customers. Annoy friends and family, go to meetings or do presentations at people's homes. Nor do you have to spend money on advertising or buying leads. Now, today, what I would say here is today it's possible to build a business in an hour or two a day right off of LinkedIn. And I'd be delighted to show you. Okay, now what you have to do, and let's see if you did it earlier. Because now what you have to say is, look, as you know, to be successful in network marketing, you have to be passionate about the company and the products. You have to be working with somebody that's successful. Let's see if you said that already. If you said it already, you're going to have to say it again. Right. So that's what you have to say. You have to remind her. In other words, look, I'd like to show you my business. And if you can get excited about it and you can get passionate about the products like I am, and we could work together. And you could finally achieve the level of success in network marketing that you thought you were going to accomplish back then. All right. Little bites is what we say. Little bites. So this other stuff, there's other people, it's not necessary. Okay. Let me come back to my account. And let's take now let me go over to Facebook. This is a Facebook question. And let me unmute Carl.
Hello.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, Max. I haven't got my headphones. Hopefully there's no echo.
Okay, so let me take a look at your. So your question is,
Yeah, I changed my profile picture, like you said, and I got a very good response from it. But a lot of the response was just from friends that I don't want involved in my business. And also there's people that I'd rather keep out of my business life for various reasons.
okay,
And I just know I can still do this, but keep these people from knowing what I'm doing. So I just don't want them interfering, and family members, but bad people that I don't want.
I got it. I got it.
Involved.
Okay, so first of all, you got to remember that there's nothing that you're going to do that relates to the business you're trying to promote. So all the people that you're connected to can see positive posts, uplifting messages. Now, some of these people that you don't want to know what you're doing, and all they're going to notice is that, hey, Carl, what are you doing, Carl? You know, you're posting all these, you're making all these posts about uplifting messages and everything else. What are you doing? What's that all about? You don't have to respond. You don't have to answer, or you can just tell them, you know, I'm getting more active on Facebook, but you don't have to tell them what you're doing. No, in fact, the same thing happens with people that have jobs and they don't want their employers to know. Nobody knows. Now, when you go back, okay, now even in, let's come over here. Even here, you don't have to say anything about what you're doing. Now, if there are people that you want to post to, maybe family members or people that you want to send messages to or make posts with, what you can do is you can break up your list. So for example, if I go over here to my page and I'm making a post here. Now, I could make a public post where everybody's going to see it, or I could put people in a particular group, a certain group of friends. You could create a customized group with people that you can message to, or you can post and say, hey, I don't want these people to see it. But to tell you the truth, it's a lot simpler. It's a lot easier if you just stay away from posting things that relate to your business. So, you know, bad family members, if you get a, you know, if you make a post and you get a family member that makes a derogatory comment, then I would send them a private message and basically tell them, I do not appreciate these type of negative comments. If you can't think of something nice to say, then don't say anything. But if you send me another message like this, I'm going to unfriend you. And then unfriend them. You don't need those people. You give them a warning. hey, I'm working on a project. I don't particularly want to talk to you about the project, but that's all. And you know, you're going to be good to go. You're not the only person that has ever experienced this, and it is what it is. Robin, we have a coaching session now, so I'm going to shut this down. We'll jump over to your account and get going. So again, for those of you that were in boot camp, or for those of you that want to jump in boot camp, go to maxsteingardt.com/90-day challenge and jump into that 3-month boot camp program, and you're going to immediately gain access to the October boot camp. It's almost like you're getting 4 boot camps for a ridiculous discount. All right, now we'll be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. For those of you that are in boot camp tonight, hold on to your hat. And the other thing that you can do is go to maxsteingardt.com/retreat and register for the retreat, because it's going to be a life changer for all of you. Until next time, best of luck in building your business. God bless. It's going to be a great year. You can all end up the year doing more business in the next